Spencer, an amazing second half and a real kick in the teeth at the end. What have you said to your players?
Fantastic game for the fans, brilliant advert for non-league football. Kettering, I don't think, it conceded a goal, never mind lost a game in the last 5 league games. And I thought offensively in the first half we were decent, but defensively again, set pieces, they're a very big strong side, they'll be right up there, they're 1 point off top, and we lost the game in the first 13 minutes in my view. 2 very poor goals from our perspective again. I said I thought we looked quite bright in the first half against a very good side, and second half I just said let's score the next goal. You know, game was probably gone, let's score the next goal, and we did, and I thought we were an absolute credit. And we gave it absolutely everything. Some unbelievable decisions, I'm afraid. As much as it was a great advert for the Southern Prem, it was also a great learning game, I think, for the officials, because they need to learn the rules. There were some absolutely diabolical decisions. I mean, the penalty is laughable. I mean, if you give penalties for that, there'd be 10 penalties a game. And he didn't even know the rules, and it was for both teams. And it was, you know, a fantastic game that we certainly didn't deserve to lose, but we lost it in the first 13 minutes. 6 minutes of stoppage time, 2 or 3 nearlies for us, and they've caught us on the counter in an area they shouldn't have. The players are very angry about that, frustrated in themselves. But the season where we are, we wanted to give it a go, and we did give it a go in that stoppage time. We had momentum. You know, the argument is if we'd shut up shop having momentum and possibly still not got a point, you know, we would have been criticised. So we gave it a go, and it was small margins, and they're gutted. But as I said to them in there, very proud of everybody for the second half performance, and we've got to go again against a side that will be very much pushing for automatic promotion. And I said no one scored against them. I think in 5 league games we scored 3, could have scored 6 or 7, but you know, both ends they've missed an absolute sitter. We've missed a sitter from a yard, hit the bar, ridiculous penalty. This a fantastic game for the from the entertainment business, so I'm pleased for that, but absolutely gutted with the result.
And how do you explain the second half, the difference in the performance? Was it anything tactically different, or was it just intensity?
No, it's momentum. Football in momentum. When we're good, we're very good, and when we're bad, we're very bad, and that's what we're finding this season. This inconsistency. You know, we have a very small squad at the moment. We have a lot of injuries, a lot of people missing today again. But you know, the reality is it's momentum, and when you get momentum, we look a very strong, good side. And as I said in the first half, I thought we were positive. You know, the keepers made a good save from Connor. We got us some good areas, and Kettering defended very well. But they looked such a threat in the first half, in the air, the set pieces. They're a very big side, and we couldn't handle it. And we worked very hard on it in training twice this week. But they were better at it than us. Some players didn't. The clearances were poor. But when we passed the ball and got that little bit of momentum, and you know, first one is vital, and fantastic strike from Jack Barton for the second, and you know, we probably deserved to win the game at that stage at 3-3. You thought we were the only team that was going to win it, but I said to John at 90 minutes, well, I'll take a point here because they're dangerous on the break, and they caught us, and we'd had a warning sign over there, and it didn't happen, and you know, we've got nothing, so we'll take the plaudits for what we did in the second half. But as I said to the players, we've got to focus that, you know, we've conceded 4 goals again at home, and we've worked really hard at training at it, and people have got to stand up and be counted and stop making excuses. But I've got to take it, you know, the Kettering are a very strong side, and you know, not many teams will get results against them, and you know, I don't think many teams will create the amount of chances we've created against them. But we've got to stop this at the back. You know, we got done at Royston in the air. They're big sides, and big experienced players cost money, which we don't have. But you know, I've got to give the lads an incredible amount of credit, and they're gutted. But the game was lost in the first 13 minutes. Again, you can't be 2-0 down at home against a side like Kettering at home. Very poor defending. So if we can sort that out, and it's a big if, then you know, I think as a forward passing team, when we pass it on the floor, I thought we were fantastic. So, and I'm delighted that we gave the crowd something, because at half time, you know, they were, you know, horror show maybe, but you know, we really scared the life out of Kettering, and they had fantastic fans here, and their bench was superb with us as well. So because some of the officials' decisions were, you know, quite comical, I think is the phrase, and the penalty decision, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And you know, overall, it's just absolutely gut wrenching, and we've obviously got a massive game to pick ourselves up for next Saturday.
So thoughts now turn to the FA Trophy. Do you know very much about Banbury?
No, we can't afford scouting, so we know very little. They started the season on fire. I think they were averaging 4 goals a game, with top. And they've not quite hit those heights, but they're a very, very strong side. They managed to beat Tiverton, or another strong side, with 10 men. I think they played 60 minutes with 10 men in the replay. So another very difficult game, similar to today. Good old Jefferson Louis up top, similar to the lad up top today. You know, a real handful. When he's on it, he's almost unplayable. So it's a very, very difficult tie, but that's what happens in the FA Trophy. We're at home. Hopefully the fans that came here today saw the character of us. We have our flaws, we certainly have our inconsistency. It's almost what this season's about. But we're really giving it a go, and we have our faults, and it's a massive game next week. We need the fans to turn up. It's a big game for us. It's going to be tough. We know that it's a really tough tie for us, but we've got to look forward and take the positives of today. The forwarding, and try and work on the defensives in midweek.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate. Thanks.